Alrighty, fellas, good morning. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. Welcome back to another PokeMMO stream recap, your daily source of tips, tricks, information, news, catch events, and daily PokeMMO gameplay, Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET, live over on Twitch and on YouTube if you ever want to see it live. The stream recaps are obviously available to catch people up on what happened, what the community is discussing, as well as just if you missed a part of the stream, you could catch up on what you missed, right? So let's go ahead and jump into things as per usual. We have catch events to cover. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of our daily schedule is right there in the bottom right hand corner if you want to see what we're doing today, but I'm gonna go ahead and remove it so we can properly see the catch event details. There are a few catch events planned right now. There is a Paris catch event coming up this Saturday, this weekend. Clear your schedules. The 9th of May at 4 p.m. ET over at Mount Moon in Kanto. There's a certain spot in Mount Moon where you can catch like 100% Paris, I believe, or very, very close to it. Paris is the only catchable Pokemon, and you can get nature bonuses though, +5 for Impish, +5 for Adamant, +5 for Careful. This is probably a really good event to lead with a synchronized Pokemon and then spam Nest Balls. I'm guessing that Nest Balls, I haven't checked for sure to be honest, but the Parises here are so low level. I'm guessing that Nest Balls are going to be extremely powerful here, will be instant catches, and will just be a really, really quick event if you can catch a bunch of Pokemon very quickly, right? We also have a shiny Paris, of course, up for grabs here. This is a great shiny, man. You could give it the damp ability, and now you have a damp, pragmatic, you know, utility Pokemon. A catching Parasect with damp is fantastic. It fulfills two roles. It's a catching Pokemon as well as a damp Pokemon to save yourself from missing out on some explosion shinies. Being able to save an explosion shiny with a shiny is also a really cool flex, so check out that event if you're interested. Next up, there's a Joltik catch event coming up on Wednesday, the 13th of May, next week at 8 a.m. ET. Chargestone Cave in Unova. There's Joltik for +3, Dynamo for +1, Clink for -3, Ferroseed for 0, Nature bonuses +5 for Timid, +5 for Modest, and there is a shiny Joltik. Really cool shiny. I love Joltik. Galvantula. If you haven't done your Dynamo hunt yet, you'll get a few of these on the way, so make sure to do your Dynamo shunt where possible. That's a tough shunt, though. That's like a really tough. What the hell was that? That just jump scared me. Oh my god. Thank you for the bits, Kyle. For the slime. Shiny Joltik is up for grabs. That is once again, holy, as once again at 8 a.m. ET on Wednesday the 13th of May. Next up, Tropius event. This is a really good shiny, guys. One of your best ways to win a Tropius shiny. Otherwise, this is a very difficult single encounter shiny hunt. This is on the 17th of May, Sunday. Seriously, clear your counters. This is a very, very good catch event at 4 p.m. ET, Route 119 in Hoenn. You have 1 hour to catch Tropius for +6. This will be worth a +6 is a big difference. This will be a worthwhile event to bring a soak Pokemon, probably soak the Tropius, false wipe it, spore it, and go for the catch. Or even if we'll see, have to calc. We'll calc. I always calc. If you do the catch events live with me, I always calc and try to tell people in live time what the best odds of winning the event are and what the best strategies are. I try to tell as many people in the live streams, but Tropius are gonna be worth catching at that +6 bonus. -2 for Linoon, -6 for Kecleon. Nature bonuses on screen right there. +6 for Calm is huge as well, dude. There's a shiny Tropius up for grabs. This is a very difficult single encounter shunt. Otherwise, if you can win one within 1 hour from this catch event, it would save you so much time. Hundreds of hours of time could be saved from certain catch events like this one. Next up, I wanted to shout out this PokeMMO gym tracker. This was posted over on the PokeMMO Reddit, and Oso shouted this out to me. This will be linked in the description, as well as the Reddit post of the person who actually created this, so shout out to them. And their name was like Beheaded Puzzle 150. It was some kind of like random, you know, Reddit name, but this was really cool, man. If you're someone who does like, if casual, no amulet coin Jimmy runs, which you probably, whatever we're gonna do, right? Probably shouldn't be doing, but if you want to, more power to you. Or if you do like 2 Jimmy runs a day and you want to like log, you can basically log which ones you have done in your run. If you do multiple regions, like I personally just do 1 hour of gyms a day. I don't see myself using this, to be honest, personally. But if you're someone trying to like learn Jimmy runs and really track things and just figure out what's what, as well as, once again, if you do like 2 hours of gym runs as opposed to 1, I think this is a really cool option. I think it's a really cool tool. The more tools, the better. This will be linked down in the description for anybody interested who could find it helpful. Next up, our daily item market check. Today, we are covering one of the most recent sealed products in PokeMMO, the Pumpking Goodie Bag. The image for this is incorrect. That's actually the Xmas present, of course, so just let that be known. This is for the Pumpking Goodie Bag. I'm actually gonna double check this in game just to make sure it's fully lined up. This website, if you don't know, is PokeMMO Hub. And if you care about making investments and care about making long-term wealth in PokeMMO, you've got to use PokeMMO Hub. It is so freaking important. It's so important. Okay. PokeMMO Hub tracks all items like past values up until 2022 when it was created. Well, it didn't exist for a long time in PokeMMO, so it's only been around since 2022, so we don't have like the full data on every item. But we do have the Pumpking goodie bag, which was just recently introduced in the latest Halloween event in October of 2025, right? So when the event happened, they dropped as low as like 18,000 Pokeyen a piece. This is a really quick market check as well, just for those who did invest in the recent Halloween event. It's cool to see that sealed product can still do well, right? I think mysterious balls are better on average. I love recommending mysterious balls. Yo, what's up, Coopster, man? I love recommending mysterious balls, but sealed product with vanities still do fine, which I'm honestly impressed by. Pumpkin goodie bags being at a low point of around 18,000 Pokeyen and now being like 25,000 Pokeyen. That is a 6,000 Pokeyen increase if I math. Yeah, from 18 to 24. That is a 6,000 Pokeyen increase from 18k. That is a 33% increase. That's a lot. Like, not everybody's used to, you know, I would say the average ROI, you know, IRL return on investment is 8%. Now, video games are usually a bit different. Usually you can get better returns because there's less competition. People are less competitive over video game dollars than IRL dollars. Who would have thought, you know? But they're still pretty competitive about it. And getting a 33% return within a few months, 4 months, 5, maybe, to be fair, it's been like 5, it's been like, wow, time has passed. It's been like 5 or 6 months now since, oh my goodness, it's been like 6 months since the Halloween event. That's crazy. That's nuts. Okay, good perspective. But to see the Pumpkin goodie bag go up, not a whole lot else to talk about, just a pretty simple one to cover today, but a really cool one to still mention. Let's go ahead and now talk about the achievement showcase. If you want your achievements to be featured in my achievement showcase, post them in the Discord. There's a link down below for my Discord in every single video. There's a chat called Achievement Showcase where you can shout out all of your achievements, and I try to cover whatever ones I possibly can. And it's a way to congratulate people who just put their head down and grind and put in the work in PokeMMO and stay out of all the drama nonsense, as well as showing you guys like what goals you can shoot for and what goals you could go for and inspire. Like, that's a big part of it. The hardest question to ask yourself in PokeMMO is, what do I want to do today? There's so many things to do in the games. I think it's really overwhelming sometimes, and narrowing down to a few specific goals is really nice sometimes. So let's first talk about Rogue Quacker, who bred himself his first 6x31 Pokemon. It's his favorite Pokemon, being Haunter, and he caught all of the Ghastlies by himself. That is like some Iron Man type shit. That is very difficult to do. The extra time it takes to catch all of the breeders yourself is ridiculous, and it's a really cool challenge, a really cool goal. Congratulations to you, Rogue Quacker. Next up, we got Zex. Started playing PokeMMO in March, so very recently, like a month and a half or so ago. I'm honored to hear the videos have been helpful, man. Like, it's stupid that kind of feedback still means the world to me. I really fucking appreciate it, man, because sometimes, if you watch YouTube comments, you know sometimes YouTube comments can mean nothing but negativity. So I appreciate when I get Discord DMs, you know, actual real one-on-one messages like this, or, you know, post in my Discord saying I really appreciate it. Anyways, let's not get too sappy. I want to say, you know, dude, congrats. He was able to get 2 legendary Pokemon, an Entei and a Zapdos, within 100 encounters apart. That's what was really sick to me. Within 100 encounters? Nothing more deserved to a new player, man. Congratulations to you, dude. That is really fucking sick to see, man. Hell yeah, and congratulations to you, dude. All right, next up, Yarrow got himself a shiny Axew, and I'm so curious if you could follow up, Yarrow. Did you have any phases on this? Because I've always said the Axew spot is cursed. I need to know, was this a 0 phase Axew? Because this always happens, dude. The Axew spot is so cursed. I always say, you either go 10,000 encounters for a 0 phase Axew, or you go 8 phases and like 250,000 encounters for oh yeah, he said it was his first shiny. Yeah, it happened again, dude. I'm not one to believe in like superstitions, but this spot is cursed. This spot is insane. Congratulations to you, Yarrow. It's awesome to see, and welcome to the game, and I'm glad you're having fun and getting addicted to it, hopefully responsibly. But also look at the stats. 31 speed Jolly, what a catch, dude. Congratulations. This spot is so cursed, man. You either go 10,000 encounters, 0 phase Axew, or 8 shiny Woobats on the way to an Axew over like 300k encounters. It's one or the other every single time, man. It's so funny. Anyways, well, funny for me, but probably really painful for the Woobat players, man. Next up, USC PJ finished all the regions on my Iron Man account, ran into a shiny along the way while catching Shroomishes, bred some decent Pokemon, caught some alphas, you know, did all this cool stuff. Now the game really begins. I'm building my Jimmy Run team, completing the Pokedex, and all the fun stuff. If anybody is wondering about starting an Iron Man account, do it. It's been a refreshing challenge so far. I love this, man. I love your journey. I love what you're doing. I love the Iron Man account. I recommend it. It's not for everybody. Well, it's really nice to try though, but it's not for everybody. The same way PokeMMO is not for everybody, but man, is it fantastic. And man, dude, it's just so refreshing. I think we are in a I've been open about this. The PokeMMO economy is not amazing right now. Now you can still find positives. There's always positives and negatives to every economy. I'm not saying the economy is just bad. There are actually positives to it, like cheap shiny charms and cheap RP, cheap XP amplifiers, things like that, right? There are positives, but there are less viable money-making methods than there has been over the past few years. And less viable money-making methods really does breed a lot of frustration among the players, and it breeds a lot of you feel trapped, you know. It's harder to make Pokeyen just because there are less viable methods. There are still there are still at least 5 to 10 viable methods to make Pokeyen. The problem is doing the same methods over and over and over again is much more maddening versus waking up and being like, oh, today I'm gonna go catch Torkoals, today I'm gonna breed in the Fairy Egg group, today I'm gonna, you know, do all these things, different things for profit. And nowadays it's like, okay, Jimmy Run, Trainer Run, you know, Jimmy Run, Trainer Run, Ditto Farm, Amulet Coin Farm, Fossil Farm, Berry Farming. That's your money. That's your consistent money makers right now, which is tough. It is, you know, but it is what it is, and I appreciate people making the best of it. And there always is a dark before a dawn. I think PokeMMO is in a little bit of a downside period. I've been open about this and talked about this, but that doesn't mean the game is gonna die or, like, you know. You have to have ups and downs. Hype cannot last forever. I think Johto and, like, there was so much hype and so much of a renaissance for PokeMMO. There has to be a cool off. I think we're in a cool off period, and those who push through this, survive through this, as well as take advantage of the cool off period, and you can come out Omega on top and also have some massive advantages. So I will see you guys out on the other side of the slight, you know, cool off period for PokeMMO. But I'm excited to still be here during the cool off period, make the best of it, and have a lot of fun. Next up, congratulations to Jan Nepo Muck. He completed the entire Pokedex within PokeMMO, including all of the permanently ownable legendary Pokemon. And I thought, dude, even just getting all the legendaries like this is really fucking impressive. I don't have this on one account. I don't have this on the main account or the Iron Man account. I love the idea of going for this on the Iron Man account at some point. I have a lot of these, right? But I would love to get Heatran, you know, I have Darkrai. I still need Heatran, Cresselia, Terrakion's a big one. I have Jirachi, I believe, on the Iron Man. Yeah, I definitely should, right? I haven't looked at my Jirachi in a long time, but, you know, things like that, right? This is really fucking impressive, dude. Congratulations to Nepo Muck. It's a really, really cool achievement, dude. Next up, a shiny hunter. Nico Silva got 2 green shinies in roughly 1 month. Wasn't aiming for them, just passively got them while EV trading and item farming. And I like that he mentions, like, this has awakened a love for him about green shinies. And I feel like that's a lot of PokeMMO, is you play long enough to find out what you enjoy, find out what shinies you want to go for, what collections, if you care about 2012 or old Pokemon. I think this is downright beautiful. It's really cool to see this, like, newfound love. Like, there's so many Pokemon that, like, I didn't really care about 3 years ago. Shiny Jigglypuff, I had no interest in hunting that years and years and years ago, right? Nowadays, I really want one. I think over time, you really start to care about stuff like that more and more. So it's super sick to see, man. Congrats to Nepo on the 2 green shinies. Next up, the final achievement showcase of the day, because these are some of my favorite achievements. If you go dry in PokeMMO, I want to know about it, because I think this is the coolest shit you can do in PokeMMO, is go dry and then push through. That's what the game is all about. This is an endurance game. It is an MMO, it is a grind, and that's exactly what Helioptile, the Pokemon name, Helioptile / mental support did, bro. After 1,000 hours, 150,000 encounters, he finally caught his first shiny Pokemon on a semi-Iron Man account. It's a shiny Wooper. Congratulations to you, man. I can't think of a more deserving person for a shiny Wooper like this. Congratulations. I love shiny Wooper. Amazing shunt. One of the best personality questions to ask yourself and ask your friends. Are you a shiny Wooper or a shiny Quagsire kind of person? I like Quagsire. I prefer Quagsire. I like the purple on top of, I like Quagsire's eyes. I think Wooper kind of has the same eyes. I'm a Quagsire guy. But if you're a Wooper fella, are you a Quagsire guy or a Wooper fella? Yeah, Wooper's got too much. His eyes are actually too detailed. I love Pokemon with dumb little, just one little simple black dot as the eyes. I think Hoppip is also like that. I really like Pokemon with that design. Not really, to be fair. More like Wooper. Machop is not like that at all. Total opposite of what I like. But anyways, that's our achievement showcase for today. I'm sure we'll have a ton of questions from chat and more to discuss. Let's go ahead and actually play the video game. I'm shiny hunting on the main account over on the side. I'm at 11,500 encounters. And then on the Ironman account, I'll be doing my Jimmy run as per usual, making some Pokeyen. And at a certain point, once we're done our Jimmy run, I will swap the screens, and the main account will be the main focus here after this first hour. Bro, surely this is not real. This is photoshopped, right, guys? This has got to be fake. There's no way. There's no way. There is no way this is real. No, this is from the achievement showcase. Normally, I would save this for the future and use this for an achievement showcase. This is so insane. I've got to show it to you guys now. This is. There's no way. I feel like I sound like a broken record. One of the most insane shinies I've ever seen in PokeMMO. Motherfucker said first shiny. This is a wild caught 5x31 Shalfa Floatzel. What? First shiny? I need the, where are my math pros at? I need the math on this. 5 times. Now with an alpha you get 2x31 guaranteed. So it's not like a 5x31 wild, you know, non-alpha, right? But I'm sorry, what? This is the equivalent of like I can't even. This is like this is like your first shiny being like a 3x31 wild caught shiny Beldum or some shit. Like that's the equivalent. But rarer, which is insane. This is one of the craziest wild caught shinies of all time. First shiny. Man, okay, wow. This guy can do whatever he wants to do. Congratulations to him. Oh my god. I'm more so just think like if I was a new player, I'm gonna be honest, I'm anti-selling OT shinies. This is the kind of shiny where I would be like, I would at least consider it. Like, cause like, man. Now the problem is I don't know if Shalfas are worth that much right now. They're really expensive. This would be water. Let's go see. Is it male or female? It's male too. Oh my god. So it's male, and also all the stats are in the right place. What's the nature? So the nature's in a different language. Does anybody know what language that is, or what nature that is? Excuse me. In English, excuse my only knowing English. Thank you for the translation preemptively. But we're gonna price check this. Like, I believe Floatzel's Water A and Field A group. We're gonna double check really quick. Yep, Water A and Field. We're gonna go male, shiny, alpha, 5x31. It's rash nature. Okay, the nature's mostly irrelevant then. Not like. I don't know if this is actually worth this. I don't know the shelfie economy enough. It's a little too rich for my blood. If it is actually if this is even somewhere around 300 mil, man, it's French. Yo, shout out. Man. Okay, also, rash in French being foo-foo is pretty, it's kind of funny, no? It's kind of a good bit. Wow. Wild caught my team more as a collector. You're probably right, but the hard part is like the time to sell that. I feel like it's most likely selling as a, I don't know. That's tough. Where's Epoch at? Epoch has no money because he's been all on. Well, maybe he's rebuilt already. The real question is, does Epoch want it? Where are the high end collectors? Zenarchy said 0.0119% chance for the IVs. That's just for the IVs. So a 0.01% chance just for the IVs. Let alone what is that one? Let alone for. Yeah, that makes sense. Let alone for the IVs on top of the Shalfa, which the Shalfa is 1 in 30,000, but to get it on that exact alpha encounter is just, you know, it's still it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Wouldn't it be? I'm bad at math. Wouldn't it? So it's a one. That's a 1 in 1,000 chance for the IVs, right? 1 in 1. I think it's 1,000. 1 in 1,078 is the chance of 3 times 31, something like that. So it'd be 1 in 1,000 around times or whatever. I don't know math enough. Times like 1 in 30,000, right? Is that right? I'm terrible at math. Would that be right? Yes, I know I don't sell it. What a fucking Giga Chad. This is the kind of shiny I would not fault a new player for selling. Not that you can do whatever you want, obviously, but like, if someone wanted to sell this, I wouldn't hold it against them at all. Not that you should ever hold it against someone ever. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do with their property and their Pokemon. But you know, wow, that's insane. So wouldn't the math be? Yeah, wouldn't it be? That's what I thought. I don't know if this is correct. I'm terrible at math. Keep that in mind. But like 1,000 times 30,000, I'm pretty sure this is a 1 in 30 million shiny. I'm no one to trust with math, but I'm pretty sure this is a 1 in 30 million shiny. The Floatzel. Getting 5 times 31, 1 in 30 million. Getting 5 times 31 on a Shalfa roll, you're hitting a 1 in 1,000 odds on a... Also the placements, the fact that the placements. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I also totally saw the IVs. It's 5 times 31. Apologies. It's double attack. The defense is missing the IV. So sorry. I just can't see. Can't see or do math. My apologies. That's to say, this guy's like on the craziest dry streak. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. No, stop. Don't tell him RNG evens out. That's insane. That is so sick, man. Congrats to this guy. That's Pokemon history, man. Congratulations to you, C-Cams. Dude, what is happening today with the shinies? Shadow just caught, this is fresh, 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago fresh. Safari shiny Lapras. Congratulations, 7,400 encounters. Look at these IVs. 25 plus HP, 25 plus defense, 25 plus in all defenses, 31 speed depth, 25 plus speed. You're just missing Spatak, and it's female? And you caught it in the Safari? Dude, this is like a god tier Lapras. This is a beautiful, like, you can't get much better than that on a wild shiny Lapras catch. Congratulations on all the shinies today, PokeMMO. Nice job, Shadow, dude. This is a good question. Yo, Pet, if someone is going for most amount of egg shinies, should they go for eggs only or should they do horde plus eggs? There's a few different ways to answer this. If someone is going for most amount of egg shinies, they probably should do egg shiny hunting and then money making while they're hatching the eggs in their incubators, right? That's like the other. I'd probably recommend that over doing hordes. However, there is the element of like, if you have plenty of Pokeyen and that's not a concern, let's say for this example, getting horde shinies does not lower your chance of getting egg shinies. And it's a weird math, like mental thing you kind of have to like work with. Your shiny rate is always 1 in 30,000, regardless of if you have 2 encounters or if you have 50,000 encounters, right? That enters like a gambler's fallacy sort of thing. But there's also, you have to, that's the logic, okay? However, video games, PokeMMO, grinding, and journeys are also largely about emotions, and they aren't only logical. So you got to find whatever works best for you at the end of the day. If for you personally, doing ×5 hordes until you're 30k dry and then starting to egg hunt feels better for you, and that makes you encouraged and feel more motivated and egg hunt faster and more efficiently, then go ahead and do that. You know, I think it's, even though that's not logical, it's one of those, like, humans are weird. We're weird creatures. You know, we are emotional creatures, and it's good to acknowledge that. It's good to know the logic and logically check yourself, but also utilize your emotion. Abuse the fact that we are emotional and utilize your emotion to be motivated. So for you, if it feels better to do 30,000 encounters and then start egging, do that. But it's good to know it doesn't really matter. It doesn't, you know, whether you get an egg shiny at 1 encounter or 30,000, it's still a 1 in 30,000 rate, obviously assuming you could pop dinner status and charm, obviously, but like, it's the same rate, right? Hopefully that answers your question, but if I missed something or you have a deeper thing to talk on, let me know. It is a really interesting, like really important discussion. And there is the mental element as well of like, when I was doing my Cranidos hunt, you reach a point where like, you just don't want to see anything else. Like you want to just see the Cranidos, and anything else will like hurt your mental, maybe make you burn out, maybe make you quit. Like it's good to know who you are as a person emotionally to shiny hunt effectively. What a hilarious sentence. But it's also weirdly true. Okay, this is insane. Catlit wanted to show this off. Catlit, C-A-K-L-I-T. He got 3 shiny Pokemon in around 30 minutes on April 26th. 31,000, almost 32,000 encounters for a shiny Mienfoo. Great Pokemon, great shiny by the way. Got it at 4:26, 2:48 p.m. Then he got a shiny Rapidash at 3:05 p.m. at 115 encounters, and then got another shiny at 145 encounters. So is this times 3 hunt? This is a times 5. This is a times 5. This might be a times 3. 145 encounters at 323. That's disgusting. That's insane. That is in about 30 minutes. That's crazy, dude. Even getting any shiny in 100 or so encounters is impressive, let alone 2 back-to-back after one, 30 minutes ago. Congratulations to Catlet, dude. Alrighty, fellas, it is time for everybody's most favorite or least favorite part of the stream recap, MovieTrouski. For those who don't know, I've been watching about a movie a day for the last year. I've gotten really into movies. I try not to be cringe and a cinephile about it, but I like movies. They're really fun. They're really beautiful, and I like talking about them. It's a great thing that I can kind of connect with my audience on a different level. I love getting movie suggestions and recommendations. Feel free to leave comments about that. PokeMMO is a grindy game. So many of us watch movies on the side of our grinds. This is a great way for us to recommend more content and kind of engage in different ways, but still be kind of centered around PokeMMO in a weird way adjacently. So let's just jump into it. My takes, recommendations, these are just my dumb opinions. Do not take this as good opinions or facts. I'm just a casual moviegoer at the end of the day. Fun fact, I'm currently at 999 movies watched on Letterboxd, and I plan for my 1000th movie to finally be The Godfather. I've watched 1000 movies now almost, and I've never seen The Godfather, and that'll be my 1000th. I purposely lined that up, and it should be a fun time. So the next MovieTrouski take might contain my opinion on The Godfather final, which I hope is positive. I think I'll like it, hopefully, but we'll see. Okay, first things first. On April 10th, I watched The Last Movie Ever Made, which is a really fun little indie film about the world ending, and about how this guy is the world's ending, what I want to do with my time. You know what, I want to make a movie. And it's kind of it's a really fun, very low budget indie film type thing, but it's really cute. It's enjoyable. I don't know if I'd recommend it to the average person, but it's a cool background watch if you want something unique or different, and it kind of feels like buddies hanging out and your friends. It looks like a movie that your friends would make, but in a really complimentary, fun way, and high quality for what it is, Next up, the 41-year-old virgin who knocked up Sarah Marshall and felt super bad about it. My wife left for 3 hours to run groceries, and this is what I watched. Moral of the story, do not leave your husband's home alone without any enrichment. Otherwise, we will watch bad movies. This movie was honestly not as bad as I thought. Honestly, this could have been a lot worse. It's not as bad as some of the other parody movies, but it wasn't great, but it's worth the watch if you're kind of hanging out on a Saturday. It was just like a Saturday morning type watch, Sunday morning cartoon type vibe. Pizza movie. I was excited for this movie. It's the one with the guy from the curly-headed guy from Stranger Things is the meme, and their marketing for this movie was really fun. It was really fun and a really good meme. They kind of parodied the marketing for Marty Supreme. They did some really good bits with the marketing for this movie. The movie itself, it's about a trip, if you don't know, a drug trip. So just, warning for that, I guess. I watched this movie while zooted, and I didn't even like it. I didn't even like it while zooted. That's how you know. This is probably a sober 1 out of 5. This is probably a sober 2 out of 10. It was a zooted 4. That's rough, dude. Next up, The Nice Guys. I watched this in theaters. This was a really fun movie. It's an older movie with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, if I recall. It's been a while now. Watched it in theaters for a re-release. This was a really fun, really good movie. But it is just kind of like a spoofy action movie at the end of the day. The chemistry between Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling is really good, way better than I would have expected. And it's a fun movie, but it's kind of just a dumb little fun action at the end of the day. I'm a little too harsh on dumb action, so apologies. It's just not my cup of tea. But there are some dumb action movies I'm partial to, like we were talking about earlier, Black Dog with Patrick Swayze. I have nostalgia for that movie, and I love that movie. So there are dumb action movies that I love and have biases towards. Anyways, next up, the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants. I watched this on my first ever plane flight. That's very important. Plane movies are very important to mention. This movie was not good. It's fine. There are some good one-off jokes. The plot is just really scrambled and really weird. Also, not to be a prude, I was shocked by the amount of nudity and butt jokes, and they make a shitting a brick joke 2 or 3 times in this movie. I was kind of shocked. Now I'm not a parent, so I don't have to worry about it, but I was kind of shocked by the mature humor in this. Maybe they just expect the kids not to get it, and not that I'm a harsh stickler for that, but I was genuinely wow. Anyways, Next up, there's something about Mary. This movie held up way better than this is one of the classic comedies. If you've never seen it, man, check it out. It's got Ben Stiller. It's got oh, what's his name? I think his first name is Matt. There's some really good actors in this, really good performances, really wacky, original, fun, unique story. It's Cameron Diaz's, like, not her breakout role, but like one of her main roles back in the day. I think her breakout role was The Mask with Jim Carrey, if I recall correctly. There's About Mary holds up really, really well in my opinion. It's a lot about guys kind of getting obsessed with her and being weird, but the laugh is on them. The laugh is on the guys being weird and obsessive, and that's the joke. And Mary is truly the only like sane character, and it's kind of it's a good watch. It's held up really well in my opinion. Next up, this is where the heavy opinions come through, okay? Dazed and Confused. This is a fan favorite, a classic that people love. People love this movie. I unfortunately did not love this movie at all. In fact, I turned it off after like 36 minutes. I gave this movie a 0.1 out of 10. You can see my full review over on Letterboxd if you want. I did qualify in my review. If someone told me this was their favorite movie, I'd be like, hell yeah, I totally get that. If the vibe is for you, this movie is awesome. If it's not, I think this is Matthew McConaughey's breakout role, or one of Matthew McConaughey's really early roles. It's a movie a lot about like growing up in the 70s and 80s. It's a movie about growing up in the 70s and 80s, made in the 90s. And it just kind of constantly reminds me, I have constant beef with movies from the 80s. This is about growing up in 1976. I consistently find myself thankful that I was not born in the 70s and 80s. If you did and you enjoyed your time, hell yeah, much love to you. That shit seems miserable to me. The 80s seems so awful based on all the 80s movies I've watched, but that's just me. Next up, I rewatched Please Don't Destroy. This has become a comfort movie for me. I probably watched this, I think, 3 or 4 times now. I think this is one of the most underrated comedies of the past 5 years. Maybe I like dumb comedies with like dumb little, it's just quippy. There's a joke every 30 seconds. I really liked this movie. The Treasure of Foggy Mountain. If you like dumb comedies and you like quips, the intro to this movie, the first 5 minutes of this movie is fucking awesome. It's so funny in my opinion. It's happy, it's optimistic. I really enjoy it. Check it out. Next up, Exit 8. Exit 8 is it Korean? It's an Asian horror movie based off of a video game, and this movie's really good. This movie's really fucking good. I was really impressed by this. This movie is like constantly fucking engaging. It is so, because you're watching it. It's Japanese, apologies. It's Japanese psychological horror movie, and it plays like a video game. This movie plays like you are playing a video game. You're constantly watching for the differences. It's based on a video game where you go through this, like, it's not really a spoiler in my opinion. You go through this like this hallway, and you have to notice what's different, and if you notice something different, an abnormality or whatever, you have to turn back. And I was really impressed by this movie. Like, it should be kind of boring, and it kind of has slow points, but it's really, really engaging because of the premise alone, and the acting is really good. I love this. The directing, the camera shots they take. I give this an 8.9 out of 10 and a like. I could not recommend this more. It is fantastic. Next up, Face Off. Face Off is absolutely batshit movie with John Travolta and what's his name? Nicolas Cage. I don't really want to spoil it, but they take their faces off. That's all I'll say. It's insane. Face Off it's one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. That's a dumb fun action movie that I'd recommend. It's like a good bad movie is what Face Off. I think I gave like around like a 7.5, 7.6 out of 10. And then next up is Michael. Michael is getting a lot of flack, a lot of hate. I think it's fine. It's really entertaining. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's nothing amazing. The performance from the lead, who was Michael Jackson's nephew, who ended up playing him. That's what's like the main story here, is Jafar Jackson's his performance, and then Coleman Domingo, of course, is great as well. But like, this movie is really entertaining. I think it's really like, I'm not a Michael Jackson fan. Respectfully, I just don't like his music that much. I'm sorry. That's my, but this movie is fun. I think it's entertaining. It's fun. but it's not. I give it a 6.7 out of 10. There is a really bad ending scene with like awful, I'm not anti CGI, but holy fuck, I don't know what they used. They obviously ran out of budget or something. The ending scene with the crowd is one of the worst ending scenes I've seen in a movie, sadly. Oh my god, just watch the CGI crowd, or don't if you want to avoid the negative. Watch the CGI crowd at the end of the movie. It's really bad. 6.7 out of 10, still a really fun movie, and it's a part 1. They plan to do a part 2, it seems like, from the way it ended. So that's MovieTrouski. You survived MovieTrouski takes my terrible opinions. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see all my movie reviews, they're over on my letterbox at letterbox.com/Patrouski. It's just a fun way for us to talk about a different topic while also playing some PokeMMO and grinding along the way. Let me know movie recommendations, suggestions. I try to watch whatever I have time for, boys, and hopefully you find some good movies. Let me know the best movies you've watched recently in the comments. And that is where I'm going to go ahead and actually call it for today. Kind of a shorter stream, so sorry about that, but this will give me more time and more energy to actually go work on other projects. I have some videos that I want to go record. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Call me smelly in the comments if you want to. I guess you have a free pass today. Sure, there you go. Check out these streams live Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET on Twitch and on YouTube. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. And then if you want to go above and beyond and support the content, allow these things to happen. YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, PayPal and Venmo. Fan funding is what allows me to be here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I'll see y'all later, and good luck in your PokeMMO grinds. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here, and I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody's name who is on this list. You really allow me to make the content that I do every single day, and I hope I can make it worth your guys' while and add to your PokeMMO journey. Thanks again so much for watching the entire video, and have a great day.